from behind the camera, about to start class, but wanted to check in with you about today's Vlogmas topic, which is 7th grade favorites. So our 7th grader, she has 3 things that she's really currently obsessed with. Obsessed, I don't know if that's the right word, but anyway, here's the first one, Epic. Epic is a free digital library. You do have to have some sort of an educator email to sign in. You can find ways to do that and check in with other homeschooling families on how they do that as well. But you can use that for free during school hours. So for us, that's until 3 p.m. So our kids love using that. On there are videos, okay? So they can only do videos on Friday. But on Friday, during the week, they like to read books and stuff on there, comprehension quizzes, feels kind of like accelerated reader. But on Fridays, they get to watch videos. And there is this girl who makes like sustainable crafts, okay? And our 11-year-old is our crafty, all right? She loves making, I don't know, random creations. It's crazy what she comes up with. She painted this, by the way, this watercolor. But it's really cool to see how she can reuse, you know, what we've just got sitting around and make stuff. So crafting videos on Epic is one. The second one is guitar. She has gotten really good at kind of finger work on guitar, and it's just fun to see when left to their own devices, what they can kind of come up with. And I say that, you know, understanding what it sounds like, right? We need to give them guardrails. But for example, we ask our kids to do 20 minutes of 3 different instruments. So piano, usually, piano, guitar, mandolin, ukulele. They can choose 3 of those 4 and get them done every night, and then one of them also again in the morning. And she has gotten so good at just kind of sitting around doing language arts work, doing her book study. She'll just kind of have the guitar close by. And it's really cool to see her ear kind of develop there. So if you haven't yet, she started, obviously older, but before everybody else, with Hoffman Academy. And these are free YouTube videos, but they have a premium membership, which we've used, and it is just probably the best way that I've found without having an in-home piano teacher to teach music theory. And just seeing the fun and the practicality in music. Sometimes you might think, oh, it's just extra. But no, it's just, there's so much that you can connect it to. And it's just really fun, the way that they put it together. So if you go to thinkcurio.com, we have a discount code, so you can get 10% off of that. But she is just, you know, blossoming in her music, which is really fun to see. Last one is classic books. So for her language arts, you know, we do the good and the beautiful for language arts, but we also do a book study. And so being the teacher that I am, I teach online classes. Some of my classes are Newbery award-winning or honor books. Okay, and some of these books, I mean, there's one every year, right, that wins, but some of these books were like written in the 50s and 60s, right? And so there's one called The Mix-Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, and this was written in the 60s, okay? So it definitely has the tone of the 60s, but it's an adventure. These kids end up running away from home and living in a museum in New York City. So technically something that would never happen today, but it feels very adventurous and really fun. And so she, for the longest time, I had a copy of it on our bookshelf, and she just goes, oh, no, I don't want to read that one next. So read this one next, you're gonna love it. So she did. She devoured it in like a couple hours. So it's really fun. Don't count out the classics, the old books. They're really fun. There is adventure. There's a reason they're a classic, okay? So anyway, few things that our 7th grader is loving right now, and it's just really fun to see these kids in their kind of wet cement years really start to blossom and create these interests and habits and hopefully things that will serve them later on. All right, if you are parenting a tween, I'm with you, really. We have a video with a psychologist about working with tweens, parenting tweens. So if you haven't yet, check that one out too. I'll hopefully remember to link it here. All right, happy Vlogmas. See you tomorrow.